won't be back until whatever 10 more minutes for the rest of you, but whatever. Stream delay, how that stuff works. We are basically ready for the next round. The results just got announced or just got posted, and Mike will be running the pairings. But this table just finished. They were in a nearly 3-hour long game, which was always my slight fear of running normal timer settings, and also Moyen tends to be a long thinker anyhow, but in tournament atmosphere at a strong table like this is a crazy good table. Big congrats to Patrick for winning, but like also big commiserations to like Moyen and everyone here. Like when you have a game this close, it's kind of just a toss-up. Like you all played really well, and somebody wound up with a few more points, which is all you need to win, but like it is tough. It's tough to lose those ones. I'm still a little sad I lost that last one, but again, I got a close second to Simon. I never feel that bad about that. My nemesis Simon will just continue to be my foil. And congrats to him. Like, I hope he has a really good tournament overall. The more I've been thinking about it and just with looking at some of the results, like, if I do win this next game, there's a chance that a first and second could advance in this tournament, especially if some of the top players suck up, like, all the firsts. So I'm kind of hoping to, like, see, like, I think Hephaestus won his game. So, like, if Hephaestus and Simon wind up being, like, triple winners today, that might mean that there's not as many like good results for others, and maybe if I get a first, second, and just again, I'm gonna have to skip round 3, especially with how long these games are taking. I could have played round 3 if every game was like 2 hours, but instead, like it's like 3 hours between rounds, which is what it was always like looking like. So, and that's fine. But yeah, so here's the official results from round 1. We got George Shortwell with a nice win, Bizzle in second, and some others that I don't recognize. We got Claybo with a nice win. This was like a crazy game. I'm gonna have to watch this one later. It must have been one of those like ugly, unpredictable things, because how Claybo beats Hard Diggler and Lumen by like 30. Like, I'm really curious what happened in that one. But yeah, nice win for Claybo. Some other tough results for others. Basically, I guess, yeah, like there's a lot of strong players here that still have some seconds in round 1. Like Bizzle has a second, Lumen has a third, Hard Diggler has a second, Rickery has a second, and then all of these players, Deranged, Moyen, and Bicegoa or Beastgoa, all have seconds. So like, there's a lot of play left in the day here. We'll see what table I wind up at. It'd be fun to have a strong table, but you know, there's a lot of good players in this tournament, so I'm gonna wind up with at least some other good players for sure, and I might wind up with some others. Round 2 can begin. We had a new player join us, so now a 6 table and some 3 players. Oof. All right, that'll be a bit funky. Um, I am not at a 3-player table though. I have 2 guys I don't recognize much, and then Hard Digglers. So this will be a interesting game. The matchups are a little interesting here, right? Like it's quasi even. Like this is a guy who probably took. This is a 4th, a 3rd, and 2 seconds. Over here, you got a mix of players as well. 1 winner. Here you got a mix. This is a tough 3-player table. Damn. This is basically George versus Deranged, but Treewin had some interesting lines in the last one, so this is funky, but I'm still at table 1, so we'll see what people say here. Yeah, it was nice with only 4-player tables. All right. I can create this table. I got the right settings. Let's pull that back up. I need to invite StatMat. StatMat. I need to invite Punzi. And I need to invite Hard Diggler. Oh, I did not recognize uh this, but this table is better than I thought. This third place is better than I would have guessed. So tough table, but that's what we're looking for. Gotcha. Yeah. So somebody for sure was joining. I'm dropping after this round, so we're up to 21 players for this round. So a couple 3 players. I honestly don't think that's a big deal though. But I know some people aren't a huge fan. But anyhow, we got Hard Diggler joining up soon. I'm gonna stop looking at stream chat. Not that any of you are chatting yet, because why would you be? There is nothing to chat about because I'm not even live yet for all of you. That's how stream delays work, apparently. Oh, I was gonna do some fun, quick puppy treat time though. That's always a good one. So I have dog sitting. So we got a pair of dogs at the moment. And we have more treats. Loki is instantly hopped up. He understands what's up. And Zelda is now here with an idea about what this is all about. Alright. Hi, yeah, you can get your nose... You guys can get your noses out of the way. Looks like Hard Diggler maybe stepped away at the end of his last game. Hopefully he'll be back in a sec. I don't care about waiting a few minutes between rounds, especially if people needed to grab food or go to the bathroom like I did. I think he was in one of the longer games, but hopefully he's not gone for too long. Alright, let's turn everything a little here. We got 2 dogs today. We got Loki as usual, our big pal. We got Zelda back here. She's a cutie. They both look pretty similar. Zelda's just a little thinner. Come on, guys. No, Zelda, come closer. Come on. Come closer. Sit. Yeah, you guys are both here. Oh, Loki, you are drooling so much. That's a bit gross. Yeah, clean that up. All right, buds. Yeah, you guys are good? Good puppies. Yeah. There we go. That was so fun. All right. We'll leave some images, all that. Also, actually, take you. All right. Whoops. All sorts of stuff there. Hard Diggler's joined up. Looks like we're good to go. We'll get done with the puppy playtime there. We'll close up the stream chat in a sec. And we'll get this. Whoops. This out of the way. And everybody's good. All right, sweet. Okay. Whoops. And let's close out the chat as I said I was going to do. And let's see how this goes. Another fun game here, hopefully. Chat has come back up. Oh, because I'm actually live now. That's all it was warning me. Cool. All right. Love games with all the past towns. Love round 6 towns. Trading posted to towns. There could be some real intense fire 2 pressures, often what you see in these sorts of games. The track is kind of Swarmleads-esque, but the late stuff isn't good, but all the past tiles is good. You build Stronghold, do a dig or 2, Sanctuary, probably no trading post, but you get a dwelling, or you get a thing and you get a town. Like, I like Swarmleads here. The problem is some other players know how to play them, but it's hard to get disrupted here as Swarmleads, and the past tiles are great. There are no spades in this game. Is the other like slight trickiness though. Could get a bit spade tight, but I think Swarmleads can also handle low spade games. You just advanced digs earlier. I'll put in Swarmleads. They're fun. They slightly mess with the other fun thing here, which is witches. Witches going for a bunch of towns with a lot of pastels, but anyhow, we're missing Cult Coin. I don't think that matters much. We're missing Priest, though, along with Cult Coin. That does mean that there's generally a little less cult competition, just because there's less cult stuff in the game. So that actually slightly, I think, strengthens Swarmleads here as well. Like, I think, or any other cult factions. And then we're also missing the Spade, though, as I said. Spade is the big thing we're missing. That's very, like, in there. We get Fakirs and Giants. Okay. This is not a good Fakir's game, so I'm kind of annoyed that Hard Diggler threw them in, but he probably knows exactly how I feel about that, and maybe is partly doing it for that reason, but I think Fakirs are all sorts of absolute trash here. No Spade pass tile is bad. All of the scoring pass tiles is not actually good for Fakirs. I think Fakirs thrive in low scoring games. I think Fakirs are going to struggle to get spades. I think they're going to struggle potentially with giants taking a few red hexes. I think darklings could take a few yellows. More importantly, I don't think the track is still in any great favors for Fakirs. I think Fakirs struggle with late towns. I think they often need an earlier town to take a range town. They don't like the fact that there's 2 ship tiles in the game. Giants, I do like the pick. That's fun. Stronghold Giants here into digs. That's great. Late towns can be okay for Giants. Late trading post is fine. Lots of pastels. I like the Giants, but Fakirs actually just mildly annoy them. It's maybe not a big deal, though. Fakirs don't tend to play in much of this area. This is where Giants really live. The main issue is, like, Giants can't get this hex or this hex, probably, and then they probably don't get that, so it's a little annoying. And then, broadly, Darklings. Darklings are great. There's nothing wrong with Darklings here. They might just be the best. Swarmlings might just be the best. I'm going to bid 1 on Swarmlings. I mean, I think Fakirs are the worst, so I got some time here. Swarmlings and Darklings are quite a bit better. Swarmlings probably go here. Maybe you get a quad start. Depending on who's on Giants, I don't know quite how good StatMat is. Maybe you try here as Giants. I tend to hate this starting spot. And yet, if it's going to put you in a huge leech party and you don't expect much threat on these guys, maybe you can start here and here as Giants. Just pray to God you're going to connect eventually and be able to blitz through some hexes. We'll see. Hard Diggler's just going to speed up the Darklings bids. That's fine. I don't hate that. I think Darklings are very good here as well, but I'll just take my time on the Swarmlings bids. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I'm responding to some things in Discord. I'm still like half trying to help out with administrating today, but luckily this crew is very easy to organize at this point. Now that everybody knows how stuff is going, there's really no difficulty. I'm grabbing some screenshots though of the results because people want them, but that's all. I'm gonna keep saying Swarmlings are just better than Darklings, but that might be wrong. But there's like no cult presence in this game. Like are these the 3 least culty factions, right? Like Darklings usually can't send priests. Fakirs don't like to send priests. Giants usually don't have priests and need them for shipping. There's no priest pass tile. Like this is the most open cult game you're gonna see. I mean, it might actually encourage Darklings and Fakirs to throw a few priests, just because like Swarmlings probably aren't opening priest here either. So, yeah, that part's a little nuts. All right, I got that stuff done. You might have actually been hearing some of my computer noises. We don't need that. Nobody needs to hear that. All right, and whoops, now I should double check. I messed with the setting and my webcam might be funky. Nope, my webcam's good. Sweet. Okay. Somebody went to Giants now. I think that's fine. I think Swarmlings are very good. I think Darklings are still pretty great too. Darklings are probably starting on the big building tile, probably are starting here and hoping for like a sanctuary open. Darklings, you hope Fakirs don't beat you here. Yeah, I don't love that. I'm just gonna be Swarmlings. I mean, I might be paying too much for Swarmlings here because late town isn't great for Swarmlings. Although the other thing is we're so used to 7 structure Swarmlings, but there's not a great reason why you can't play a little more expansion-y Swarmlings and go for 3 total towns and save 2 of them for the final round. Like that is something you can still do. It's just not something we see much of anymore. But regardless, I'm content with this. I do think Giants are, okay here. I think they deserve some bids. The big issue I have for Giants is just if like a good Swarmlings player, I think isn't like I think Giants are just starting here with like no neighbors. I think Fakirs like might have like no neighbors. Darklings admittedly probably can start in the center and try to suck up these. I'm not sure. This is a weird auction. And I still think Fakirs are just so trash. What if Fakirs even start here? You hope to start worker power and big building might go here. What are you starting with is Giants, and even worse, what are you starting with is Swarmlings? Giants might just take 6 coins and Swarmlings might be forced to take like temp ship just for double dig. God, that's actually awful. I didn't realize that. The pastels do suck for these factions. I'll go a little more on Darklings here. I mean, I'm paying a lot now. Maybe it is pay for Giants. I mean, Giants starting with 6 extra coins is not good, but... I don't like Swarmlings start. The more I'm paying attention. Like, if Swarmlings get 6 coins even, I'm quite a bit happier, but I don't know what that means Giants took. Giants took temp ship, maybe? If Giants take temp ship and Swarmlings get just to start on extra coins, I'm much more content with that life. Who is taking double dig, by the way? It probably is just Swarmlings, or is there any world where Fakirs actually get double dig if they start on worker power and they start here and get a ton of leech from a leech party? Do Giants start here this game? Do Swarmlings even start here? I mean, I think it's Swarmlings are over here and here is probably it, but you could do Swarms like here and here. I'll put another on Swarmlings. There's just has to be too many ways this goes well for Swarmlings, but this is a lot. Then again, Fakirs are just that bad, I think. I don't want to talk myself into Fakirs, I don't think, but it probably doesn't go that bad for Fakirs. I mean, it's Fakirs kind of don't have color neighbors here. But the main problem with Fakirs is like Giants starting locations coupled with Darklings opening decisions could make Fakirs pretty miserable. Like, if Darklings start here and they do fight you for this hex, and Giants start here and you start at your normal hexes, like you're kind of trapped. Giants just can't have that bad of a life. It's just the starting neighbors that I'm really concerned about for Giants, but maybe you do start here. Maybe you just start here and take in a bunch of leech. I tend to hate throwing my stronghold here just because it takes so many digs to make a town, right? Like that's the main thing I hate about this hex is that it takes at least 2 digs and possibly 3 digs to make a town. But Giants have a lot of control. I'm going to do this. I also, it turns out, apparently have to go to the bathroom, so... All right. All right, I got rid of a load, and now that I'm thinking through things a little more, I'm thinking I should go back to bidding more on Darklings. If Darklings start on the big building tile here in a big building round, and they start here, I think it's pretty likely that Darklings are going to get to open Sanctuary. Who is going to take the workers? Maybe Giants, right? Just because Giants are going to need workers, but I'll bid a little more on Darklings. I think there's a decent chance that Darklings get to open Sanctuary, and then Darklings get to dig and put down some dwellings. Maybe think about a temple here, some trading posts, make all their towns late. Darklings could have a pretty bad round 2 is the big issue if they don't get coins as well, but we'll see. I mean, ultimately, I kind of hate these auctions where you're betting on so much. Like, if Darklings do get a bunch of leech at a party here, and they get the workers and the coins, and they open Sanctuary, it might be worth 0 bidding them. That could be a bit of a stretch, but like, it would be worth a lot. But if instead, you know, like maybe Fakirs in a crazy world do start on worker power and they get to open temple and double dig. And maybe Giants don't start here, so Fakirs actually get to like make a sanctuary town through these hexes. Maybe Fakirs crazily get some other, like they're gonna get the northern town too somehow. Like they're gonna beat Darklings to the north. Like we'll see. But like these are the auctions that are so hard to predict because there are crazy upsides. There's a faction that probably is going to get screwed, but has a couple ways it could go well. I think Swarmlings are most consistent here. Giants are probably next most. Like, these two I have decent feelings for how to bid on them, but these two, their values are very hard, I think, to predict in the auction. And this is why I think NerdCube sometimes try to argue, like, it's annoying when you create weird, terrible color wheels or you throw in bad factions when other people are throwing in good factions. Like, auction can't solve everything, because although you can get close to reasonable values, like, I'm bidding on a Darklings assuming they're probably going to get to open Sanctuary at this point. And if they don't get to pull that off, this isn't worth the bid. But if I do get to pull it off, and if I get the really dreamy world where I get a coins action on top of it all, I don't know if I'm getting that much leech in 4th seat, right? It's far from clear if that's going to happen. But Darklings maybe have some slight issues too. If Swarmlings do actually start here and Darklings choose to start here, you could slightly run out of hexes, although you could probably just triple dig this someday, to be honest, in this matchup. At this point, I will just taking 17 points on both of the good factions to play a pretty good Giants track. I think I'm okay with that. Giants are getting at least 9 points in the early track. Gonna get some here and some here. Yeah, now we're just bidding. This is one of those classic, like, I feel like I'm going to be the guy that's going to get suckered into taking Fakirs and hoping for the upshot, but we'll see. I'm trying to avoid that and bid everybody down, but it just is so hard for me to see what to like about Fakirs. This track is trash for Fakirs. Like, they're going to get no points in the first 3. Well, maybe some digs. But, like, everything is trash for Fakirs here. StatMat looks like he might be thinking about the Fakirs at this point. I think I'm comfortable with what I'm bidding, but yeah, okay, no. I'm going to keep saying Darklings are slightly better than Swarmlings just because I'm concerned about Swarmlings' start. And I don't totally know about the track for Swarmlings, like, it's good. It's quite good for Swarmlings, but I think Darklings, if they get a Sanctuary open, again, I'm bidding on Darklings as if they're getting a Sanctuary open, which is, it's not guaranteed. I mean, like, I'm hoping that the Leech Party happens here, but that's not a guarantee. Even if it does happen here, Darklings well, okay, I'm playing Darklings though. Hard Digglers on Giants, that's always a bit of a concern. Hard Diggler just being sometimes aggressive. We do have Statman on Fakirs, and then we got Swarmlings. Swarmlings are starting here, so yeah, I mean, I think Giants are starting here, so that might even scare Fakirs away from starting here entirely, which that could get funky. But that was kind of what I was predicting. This usually doesn't work for Giants, is my experience. So we'll see where things go from here. But yeah, Fakirs are gonna think about where to start now. Because it's tricky for Fakirs though. If they don't like, Fakirs could start here usually, but are they even gonna get a neighbor? Like, I'm not gonna be their neighbor still. I think I'm gonna start here. I definitely am starting here, right? If Fakirs don't start here, I get the North like for sure anyhow. And then usually it's this hex, but if Swarmlings are over here, is it possibly this one? I mean, they both come with trouble. I think it's just start here. I think I could wind up triple digging this game probably, especially if I do get a Sanctuary open. I'll have plenty of Priest eventually. It will mean my expansion can be a bit slow. So, I mean, I very well might have paid too much for Darklings, but I think it has to be here. The only other crazy option is to just go like here. But I tend to hate throwing everything over there. I think this is better. And honestly, maybe just hope Swarmlings are going to start elsewhere and give me just the whole East for free. I'm also pretty content with that world. Fakirs could decide to start next to me. I think that's pretty awful for Fakirs, but I don't think it hurts me that much. This does make network and connection a bit harder, and in this matchup, I probably should be playing network. So, we'll see. This is definitely a messy, messy game, and I do have I have a faction that's hard to like fully disrupt from just being able to make points, so that part's definitely nice, but the rest of it's a bit tricky. Fakirs do join me. Looks like a huge leech party. The upshot of huge leech parties is I want a lot of leech. The downside of huge leech parties is that a lot of people have a lot of power to take power actions. And the question is, will I get power actions I need or want? I need the workers' power action. The coins I don't necessarily need. I can make them up. I would love the coins power action. It really helps for round 2 a lot of the time, but I can probably survive without it. Swarmblades don't go east. I think that's good for me long term. I think this kind of slows Giants down a little too from blitzing across. The northern connection path this game is going to be rough for me, so the more I think about it, network could be pretty problematic. Giants do go on temp ship though, so Swarmlings are getting, I think, a better start than I was potentially anticipating, because Swarmlings on coins I think is pretty nice for them. I would start coins here as Swarmlings, but it looks like they're debating what they should do. I think coins are just quite a bit better for long term. All the rest of these tiles are trash. And they do start coins. Temp ship giants is definitely a bit of a concern. Fakirs have to be a bit worried about this hex. I mean, giants almost certainly are going to go stronghold. Honestly, I'm expecting giants to take the workers here. Uh, it's probably what's happening. Yeah. Which makes my life a little tougher. Because now I have to convert a priest here, and getting enough coins for the sanctuary becomes a little harder. But it's really not that big of a deal. Because what? In order to pull off sanctuary here, I need I need 3 more coins and I need 1 more worker. So I need to get 4 more leech in order to do it in like the worst possible way. And if I get a coins action instead, that means that I need 7 usable power. So I'd have to get to just a little more. Wow, Fakir's single digs the wrong hex. But that means that they might not upgrade in the center, which would be a bummer, because I was really hoping for the giant leech party. I'm just going to upgrade, though. There's nothing else for me to do here. I mean, one alternative that I could always fall back on, they just take the priest and build dwellings in this round and delay the sanctuary. That is an option. It's not what I'm hugely interested in. I'm pretty interested in sanctuary start still. I am debating if it's supposed to be an Air 2 Darkling's game. Fakirs don't always make a ton of power unless they go Air 2. Giants make some power, Swarmlings make power, so it's a little iffy, but I'm not going to have a ton of leech this game, it looks like, beyond the start. Just because where everybody started, like, my leech is pretty mediocre here, and I really need Fakirs to feed me power, and they might not. Fakirs are probably losing this hex. Like, this was such the wrong dig. Because, wow, and Giants get to build their stronghold here, which is actually pretty awesome. And now Fakirs might choose to join them. Yeah, God, that sucks, actually. Fakir's really changing the landscape here. Giants are going to temp ship over here. Yeah, dang it, I'm not going to get the dream. Well, shit. Well, team, that's a big bummer. It's a big bummer. I think we have to accept that we're not opening Sanctuary this game. So how do we pivot off of that? I don't have Great Leech this game. I don't have neighbors. I have to be pretty self-sufficient, which I think means economy favors are better. I think it means Air 2 is a lot better. Giants are getting fed a lot more leech than I thought here too, because like Swarmlings can actually well, Swarmlings probably take double dig, but Giants are. This is not what I expected. Again, I think this is just bad for Fakirs. Unfortunately, I think this is just I think Fakirs needed to just take this hex because Giants are going to use temp shipping to build here and here after they go stronghold. So I think it's just one of those early bad breaks, and I got to accept that and move forward. But God, it's hard to move forward. There's not a lot of greatness here. I could take a priest power action and just build dwellings over here. I could take a bridge and just make sure that I beat Fakirs to these northern hexes. I'm not going to get more power this round, so how do I want to use this power throughout the early game? I think I'm delaying the Sanctuary until round 3. I think I am just going Air 2, and I'm going to dig next round. I need coins long term. I'd like to move up the Earth track some, but I just don't have the ability to. This is rough. Giants also could temp ship here. Oh my god. So Bridget is very dangerous because Hard Diggler probably prefers to hit me over hitting Fakirs. Because I was really liking this bridge idea, but I think that's wrong now. I probably am supposed to just take the priest and dig and build dwellings over here. That gives me an extra dwelling to build in the next round safely. It's just a lot safer of a sequence. I might just lose this part of the north. Honestly, I've probably already lost the game. And this is why I hate these auctions, right? Like it's so hard to know how things are going to open, and the factions are so like imbalanced compared to each other. It hinges so much on the early game, and it's just obnoxious. But like giants are getting tons of leech. They're gonna get to take a coins action and a workers action. That's all you could ever want as giants. They got left open their hexes. Like it looks great. And then I mean whatever, it's not the whole game hasn't been decided instantly. It's not 100% over yet by any means, but this is one of the darkest timelines for me. Oh my god, it's Fakir's stronghold though. Well, that was unpredicted. I mean, the upshot is Fakirs don't care about this hex because now they can just go everywhere. But yikes, that was. I mean, I'm gonna have a neighbor over here eventually, so that's cool. This is fun to watch at least. This is absolutely zany. I'm gonna go Air 2. I think Air 2 is actually gonna be pretty reasonable this game because I hopefully can then later get myself some coins actions and just other actions because I sure as hell ain't gonna get hardly anything else here. I definitely can't go scoring favor here. I have to go economy. It's the only way to like compete, but I do nearly have sanctuary resources if I have just 2 more leech. I still do have enough stuff I could open sanctuary, but I don't have 2 more leech. So can't do it. This is where even if Swarmlings had started in the west and they were feeding me a little with this double dig, I would just be happier. But Giants are getting it. I just get in so little early resources. But oh well. Oh well. It's just where we're at. I mean, I guess the one upshot is Giants kind of need to take this hex. Like Giants are under some threat because Fakirs kind of want to double dig this for their town. Um, So Giants, I mean, Giants are a little surrounded. I'm hoping Giants aren't going to try to blitz up here. I'm hoping Giants are going to move around. Because I still really would prefer to just bridge up onto these hexes. But we'll see how it goes. It's not... It's not what I was hoping for this game, though, certainly. This is definitely not the game I was trying to get for. I would love to pass on to 6 coins. That 6 coin tile from that Swarmlings are on is so good for me. It looks like Swarmlings will build a dwelling and upgrade, so I should have the longest round here. I could even slow play these dwellings just to be the last to pass. Oh, Swarmlings only have a dwelling to build, actually. So I dig and build, Swarmlings build. Hard Diggler digs and builds. I dig and build. Swarmlings pass. Hard Diggler builds. I pass. Build, build, dig, build, build, pass, build, pass, pass. Yeah, I think I can get the 6 coins tile as long as I just do my 2 actions. Because, yeah, it's. I have an action, 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 pass. Yes, yes. It should work. Assuming that Hard Diggler is actually going to use his temp shipping to like reach some hexes and choose to build. But he might just pass for 6 coins because that's the sorts of things Hard Diggler tends to do. I mean, I guess passing on a temp ship and trying to go to the north next round is pretty good for me too. But regardless, I'm going to build here and here because just getting to this extra hex is a lot of the strength of Darklings over on this part of the map. being able to just leverage a bunch of cheap things to build on and get crazy worker income going is quite strong. So sending the priest to Earth next round would be nice if I had an extra priest and I could justify it. The extra coins throughout the game could be huge, but we'll see. I'm not sure I can afford it. If I'm Giants, I think this is great for my long-term connection. I think this is important at certain points, so we'll see what he chooses to prioritize. He has quite a few choices. If he does prioritize this and this, uh, it's unfortunate, but I can just make a sanctuary town and I can maybe connect, and maybe I just don't connect to this game. Maybe having three structures. Okay, he is going to go to the south though, so this little section might be open longer, which would be nice. Passing for the 6 coin tile, it seems probable. I think he'll just take this hex, and Swarmlings have to pass. So yeah, the 6 coin tile would be a huge boon here for me. We've made the best of a not ideal start, but just Sanctuary in round 3 will work out, and maybe you can even Temple then in round 4. Might even be able to go. I might be able to take like Water 1 into Earth 1, like a mid game Earth 1, just because like Fakirs and Giants are not that close to contesting Earth 1, Water 1 type stuff. So I think this game still is going pretty fine, and the more I'm thinking about it, I think I can just strand 3 structures as part of a sanctuary town, and I probably can still just hit 3 towns this game. And Air 2 probably will pay off a lot, even though I didn't get much early leech. But we'll see. We will see. It's not decided yet. I do think I want a bridge power action next round now. As long as like Swarmlings are not going to be on temp ship, Giants don't have shipping, so if I can open with a bridge and just build these 2 hexes and build this guy, I will open Temple 6 dwellings. You know, that's going to be pretty freaking good. Like, you know, we'll see, but I mean, that's what's hopeful. I mean, Hard Diggler again could pass here. I think building a dwelling is kind of no-brainer. Yeah, okay, he goes for it. But yeah, so passing for 6 coins, big break. It's very important here. I mean, Hard Diggler can just get the big building tile now after getting coins action. His game's still on track too. I mean, really, everybody's game is like on track. Fakirs, I think, are achieving what they wanted to. It's just I don't think their game's actually on track. Like I think Fakir's stronghold is not actually gonna work long term. But the cults are as wide open as I predicted, right? Like nobody's touching the cults this game, but I can't afford to here. Like would I like to send a priest to Earth this round? Yeah, but I can't I could do it, but it comes at the sacrifice of so many dwellings and map position. I think bridging here and going for these hexes is pretty strong, and it sets up for a possibility of me blitzing over into this section and actually being able to connect. Although Fakirs are gonna like always beat me to this hex probably. But still, I think just getting on these hexes is good. So we'll see though. We will see. Hard Diggler converts a worker or power to a worker and gets another dwelling out. Stronghold 4 dwellings, very nice stuff. Use that temp shipping while you have it. Yeah, that's actually this is a pretty sweet start for Hard Diggler. All that leech is definitely accelerating his game. But I've at least found a path here that's pretty good still. I do think I take the bridge action here. I think it's what I do. The bridge gets me another dwelling, which isn't that great. It's so hard to pass on the coins action here. That's the part that's really tough here. Because the coins are very good also. Although Swarmlings actually, the Swarmlings might just take the coins here anyhow. Like, what else are Swarmlings doing? They want to temples and advance in the sanctuary events next round. I mean, everybody wants priests too, right? Like, Fakirs and me are the only priest production, and we need our like Fakirs need their priests to fly around, like to expand their economy. Like nobody can afford to send priests to the cults this game. So the cults are gonna just be wide open, but we'll see. Whoa, okay, that's fun. Swarmlings are gonna double dig the center, locking up town space without that does cause Hard Diggler some pain also. Okay, so the threat now is will Hard Diggler be able to escape up into these areas? And I really want to get on these hexes. If I take the bridge, Hard Diggler takes a priest, I dig and build, he advances ship, he can't reach that. He doesn't have 5 power, so he cannot advance ship. He doesn't have a priest, he can't advance ship. He can't bridge if I bridge. I think I can guarantee these 2 hexes, unless Fakir sent their priest to Earth. So Fakir is also, God knows what Fakirs are doing. Maybe take a priest on the wheel. Yeah, I just take a bridge here. It really like clamps on Hard Diggler's expansion and to the east. God, this is such a wild game. I think I have to take the bridge here. Or I think I don't have to, but I think taking the bridge is the best action. Fakirs can't threaten this brown. Hard Diggler can't threaten this. This is like my one chance to like guaranteedly lock up these guys. Hard Diggler's just gonna take more coins then, that's fair. Hard Diggler can just like build a temple. I am really sad about the leech stuff going on. Like I'm just not getting leech this game. Which is a bit of a threat of playing Darklings in this sort of color wheel and bidding this much. Like there was no promise of leech this game. Definitely not a promise at all. I was just assuming there'd be a huge early leech and that would accelerate me throughout the game, but it's not accelerated me that much. But I mean, also, whatever. I'm like talking like things are bad, but I'm also Darklings who are gonna end this round Temple 6 dwellings. Like, it just can't be that bad. It's gonna be a little hard to get the Sanctuary out next round. Fakir's refusing though to build next to me is a bummer. I was really hoping that Fakirs might choose to try to set their temple up next to me, but really Fakirs are just floundering around is really where we're at, but that happens. That trading post looks pretty bad for Fakirs though. Like it barely improves their economy, and they already sent a priest to Earth this round instead of flying, and so like they already had some coin income. Like their income is just really bad now. It also cost them a point here, but Hard Diggler is just going to go for Earth 1 here probably, which is fine. Swarmlings haven't actually built a temple yet. Not sure what their full plan is yet. I can try to pass onto this tile just because it gets me a coins action. I don't hate that. Or like this tile for coins action. Then again, Fakirs are just going to pass first, and they could be the ones taking a coins action. I mean, it's really impossible to know. It's really going to be hard to predict what they want to do this game. My coins are going to be a game-long issue. It's possible I should just Sanctuary for Fire 1 next round, to be honest. air 1 from Swarmlings before water 1. Well, because they already, I guess they'll take water 1 with their Sanctuary. But that does mean there's definitely like a mid-game Earth 1 just on the table, but I'm already building most of my dwellings, so like... Not having neighbors for trading posts is like definitely a bummer. Like I want fakirs to come over here. I want giants over here. I want like somebody on this. Hopefully fakirs come here. That would be good. Like at least that's something. But my neighbors are gonna cause me issues long terms. But whatever, we'll see. This almost has to be Earth 1 from giants. You'd expect. I mean, it doesn't have to be Earth 1. I guess it could be. Maybe it could even be Fire 1 into Earth 1 Sanctuary next round. That'd be fun. It is just Earth 1 though. Swarmblades are going to pass. They just don't have anything else to do. I mean, I do have the chance to just pass onto a tile that's like 6 points and 2 coins, probably. Giants still have a dig left. Yeah, so they're not going to pass. So I will build this dwelling. And then I'm just gonna say, gosh, do I need coins, right? I mean, I don't have early leech and stuff, which is fair. And Air 2 is gonna be good this game because I don't have any leech and I need power actions, but it might not be enough to buy me a coins action, which is what I really need. But we'll see. We'll see. Everybody is having kind of rough games in various ways. Swarmlings are not getting to pass onto the tiles they want. Swarmlings would love to be passing onto a trading post tile or big building tile, and they can't. They like need to pass here, or they could burn for the priest. That's what they do. So they're below 6 power tokens, but they're buying themselves the big building tile, which probably is worth it. But yeah, that's a little wild. This does put a tough position on me. Is it better to pass onto 2 coins and a little bit of power, hoping that I get to take a coins power action because fakirs won't? Or is it better for me just to take the 2 coins and 6 points and then accept what? Like converting a bunch of workers into coins? Like sending a priest to air just to get enough power to hopefully wheel a coins action? Little surprised about that dig location from Hard Diggler. I'm not totally sure what that's setting up for. I think I have to just be greedy here and just take this tile and hope that I find a way to Sanctuary. And I probably do just Sanctuary Fire 1 next round. Like, it's underwhelming, and yet... Underwhelming might be okay, and then I hope to just be able to first action priest to air and hope nobody else wants the coins badly enough. I guess the problem is Swarmlings are going to want the coins badly enough, right? They're going to have enough power, and they could take a coins action, so they always will take a coins action. Our Fakir is always taking a coins action. It doesn't really look like it, but they're just so unpredictable. What are they going to do? Take a priest is reasonable, just double dig, although where are they digging? Like, it's really not clear. Like, I can't... If I knew I was getting a coins action, I probably would go for this tile. But I don't know I'm getting a coins action. So, well, and if Fakirs fly here first action, I also get gifted a coins action. I think I go for upside. I think I try to play greedy here and hope for luck. Even if I don't get lucky, I can do some workers to coins. I can do a little extra power to coins. I could send my priest to air. It turns into 2 coins and 3 power. Like I'll find a way to Sanctuary next round, even if it's pretty expensive. And 6 points is really hard, I think, to pass up. Also, if I give now somebody's getting, I guess that's Hard Diggler is getting the coins tile. Yeah, so that might be good for him. Swarmlings are still gonna take a coins action if it comes to them, I'm pretty sure, because yeah, they just want to build the Sanctuary this next round. Although now that I'm paying attention, like wait, Swarmlings didn't put their Sanctuary town in the center. Oh wow, Hard Diggler chooses to build a trading post, which denies Swarmlings the tile they wanted anyhow. Wow, that's intense. So Swarmlings almost certainly don't take a coins action now, and Hard Diggler won't be able to afford. Well, no, he is going to be able to afford one because he's passing on to a power tile. So Hard Diggler will take a coins action if it comes to him. He's on the ship tile now. Okay. What a wild sequence all around. Come on, Fakirs, fly here. Just, I don't know why, but just do it. They'll probably just take a priest first action or something. I really don't know. I'm not going to get a coins action here. Hard Diggler, like, always takes the coins. I think Swarmlings has to take the workers. And then, yeah, Hard Diggler will take coins. Yeah, and they're just going to double dig to lock up town space. That probably should have been seen. All right, well, I'm not going to... My greed is not going to, like, fully pay off here, but that's okay. I'm making a lot of workers. Using some of them as coins here is painful. It's not great, but that's what we gotta do. I will survive. Hard Diggler gets coins here, can advance ship once. Try to take this hex maybe, and then just scoot along all these. Really not sure what Fakirs are going to do the rest of this round, but we'll see. Swarmlings get a little greedy on the cults here. Assuming nobody's going to take workers, which, yeah, I guess they're not. It's clear I'm not taking workers, and Hard Diggler's, like, always taking the coins here. Yeah. I think I do just go fire 1 here, and then hope to be able to build, like, a water 1 temple next round. Although, again, I don't have neighbors yet, so why I expect Fakirs to come be my neighbor and be friendly, I have no idea, but I think I have to keep hoping for some breaks. Like, I, I really don't know what I can do this game besides hope a little bit at points here, because, like, yeah, I mean, I think I have to just hope a little bit. I don't see what else I can do. With Hard Diggler cut off and Swarmlings, like, kind of blocking here, this and Fakir's not going anywhere. This town spot might still be an option. Like, I might still be able to pull out a, like, late 3-town Darklings with connection, like winning network. It's not guaranteed, but it's a possibility that's still out there. I mean, I guess Hard Diggler's going to start shipping and try to, like, turn the corner up here, or Hard Diggler's just going to take this hex and be everywhere, in which case then the north is ugly to me again. But we'll see. I mean, me affording shipping is also just like a dream right now. I don't have coins or resources to do shit, so I think I convert, what, 2 power to 2 coins here, and then 2 workers to 2 coins, and then Sanctuary fire 1, and then pass on to Big Building if I'm allowed to, or maybe even Temp Shipping. Maybe Temp Shipping is better than Big Building, we'll see. And then I take a coins action at the start of next round. And then I hope I have a neighbor who can build a temple, maybe. Fakirs do choose to fly here, so that does cut Hard Diggler's probably preferred expansion off. It means I still don't have a neighbor, so that's not great. Also, the idea that I'm passing first is maybe laughable, looking at Fakir's resources again. I presume Fakirs aren't building a temple until next round, so Fakirs might pass for the big building tile in front of me, in which case then I do pass on to Temp Ship. Yeah, that's fine, but alright, let's just get this out of the way. It's a little crazy to take Fire 1 in round 3, but I really think resources are just what I need. I can't keep this economy going right now without more help. And I think more economy still does more for me this game than trying to eke out some water 1 or earth 1 points. But it's also a lot of, like, hoping I can build a temple next round, and that maybe is too hopeful. Maybe that's just crazy hopeful, given how little leech I have and how I have no neighbors. But Alright, well, there's still some hopes this game. I mean, honestly, this Priest to Air is gonna, like, buy me some cult points. Like, I probably just got second place on Air at least. I think I can still win Network, potentially. It depends on if I actually beat people to the north. It depends on what Fakir's prioritize. Fakirs are just on so few hexes, and their economy is so trash. Hard Diggler looks like he's having a really hard time if he should actually advance ship and go anywhere, or what he's actually up to here. He could just Sanctuary, I guess, is the big decision. Like, he could build a Sanctuary and just ignore the fact he went onto the ship tile. He's gonna take that hex. I guess this is a Sanctuary town, maybe? He's gonna need bridges, too, is the other big issue with Giants always. Like, his game has lots of issues here, too. Swarmlead's game is okay, but like Swarmleads also need to bridge onto this hex. Like the bridge pressure actually is starting to look pretty wild. Everybody's power also, like this is like the power token situation's wild. Like Fakirs have unrestricted access to Devil Dig because I'm never gonna take it. Swarmleads are still at 11 points. They're not on the tiles they want to be. The big building tile is very likely to get blocked from Swarmleads again. Either Fakirs are taking it or I probably take it. I definitely want to pass next action and get a coins action. That's like the dream. It's more than the dream. It's like almost necessary. Like I need coins actions to keep going this game. But I also don't know what Fakirs do here. Well, Fakirs could take a priest and build another dwelling. That seems entirely reasonable for Fakirs. But I guess it's also not crazy given Fakir's resources that they'd want to pass and take a coins action, but oh bugger, please just don't do that. Fakirs, please be pals. I need some I need some fortune this game that's not utter trash. Oh, I don't expect I should probably just mentally prepare. Fakirs are gonna pass onto this tile, take a coins action, build a temple. I'm gonna have no neighbors. I'll pass on to temp shipping. I'll at least secure these hexes. I'll watch Fakirs fly here. I'll eventually triple dig this. Maybe I'll have a neighbor for a temple, but not that I'm gonna have the resources for it. Blah. Oh, team, how do you get coins in this game? I guess you get neighbors and you get leech. You get more than the 3 leech I've had all game. Yes. Oh well, we'll just keep chugging along. We're chugging along, but yeah, this is a rough one. This is just such an ugly game for everyone. This is the sorts of games again of Terra Mystica I don't really like. Like I just don't like betting on such volatile, weird setups where not every faction really has good things to do and everybody winds up doing shitty things. Probably did overpay for Darklings. I should have realized I was going to get such little leech. But again, my Darklings game is probably as on track as this Giants or Swarmlings games are, really. Like, nobody's actually freaking able to score here. Fakir's player is definitely thinking hard about whether they should pass or do something else. Oh my gosh, team. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We have leech! Leech! We actually have leech! We have neighbor. Well, we don't have neighbors, but we have leech. Oh, it's miraculous. It's astounding. It's okay. I am gonna pass. I think I will just pass for the big building tile. It's annoying. Well, but then I can't ship. Like temp shipping is pretty good here, right? Temp shipping allows me to get onto these hexes, and even if Fakir's take this, like I actually could just triple dig this in the future. So like I think 2 coins and even a little more power is totally fine here. Not passing on the big building tile is a little sad, but I think Fakirs are going to be pretty incentivized to take workers and block it from swarm lanes and giants. So I think temp ship is really good for me again to just get onto these guys. Set up for my 3rd town, set up for network, get a coins action. Like maybe the game's turning around to you. Maybe. Well, and maybe the game was never that far off. I don't know. But yeah, let's do the temp ship line. With any luck, and it's a lot of luck, but if Fakirs do join us next round, I can build a temple for water 1. Then I can triple dig and build these in round 5. Build some trading posts in round 5. Hopefully Fakirs join me in the right locations, which is still hoping for a lot. It's hoping for a lot, but if Fakirs actually join me at a few locations, I can build the trading posts in the right spots, set up for a fire 2, make 3 towns. Unfortunately, probably take some dumb ship towns just to win network, but if I actually pull off 3 towns and network this game, is anybody else doing anything remotely good enough to equal that? Don't take the dwelling tile. Don't take the dwelling tile. Yeah, block the big building tile. Team Fakirs, be my pals. Come on, Fakirs. Fly here. Fly here. Fly here. Fly all the places. I need the neighbors. All right. We are doing stuff. It's not great stuff. I could debate Priest to Water this next round potentially too. If I'm just gonna dig and build these 2 hexes, turning a Priest into 2 coins and a later spade is fine, and some cult points, because again, I think the cult points are very open this game. So I'm pretty willing to exchange my priests on the cult tracks currently, just because I think they turn into like, I'm not really throwing away 2 points, I don't think. Also, have I mentioned the bridge pressure? Like, I guess giants don't have to bridge. Giants could use another dig in order to set up this sanctuary town, but like this town clearly requires a bridge. This Swarmlings town definitely requires a bridge. They've already put the sanctuary over here. Like Swarmlings definitely want a bridge onto this hex. Oh, also when I was talking about ship towns, everybody, is there a chance I'll have enough worker or enough resources to just triple dig this guy this game? Right? What if I'm triple dig this hex, build, eventually build this guy, and then triple dig this, connect on 1 shipping? 1 ship sounds way more affordable. I definitely could afford 1 shipping connection this game. That would allow me to take some higher VP towns, like maybe 8 pointers. Ugh, I don't know. Maybe my spirits are a little too excited about the idea, but look, I have resources again, everybody, too. Like, when did this happen? Oh, glory be. All right, Fakirs. You need to fly here or even here. I don't care. You just have to go to one of these. If you fly here, and I don't have a neighbor for my temple, we're gonna have to have a talk. Gonna get a little pissy at that point. Okay, team. Okay, big breaths. We have a game here. are good opponents, and even like nobody's made points thus far in this game either. the the favor tiles are, yeah, there's everything's here. Swarmlings do have their engine set up. They're on the trading post tile. Swarmlings probably take the bridge if Hard Diggler doesn't. Swarmlings also want to advance digs and like maybe take a 2-key town this round, or maybe Swarmlings are going to try to delay their towns until the final round. I don't know. My next action is likely to just build this and build this, try to put some fear into Fakirs. Oh, Curious what Fakirs even take here, by the way. Like, what do you take as Fakirs? Earth 1 probably still, right? You're going to build enough dwellings. You just take Earth 1? Yeah, that is what they do. For the record, this stronghold from Fakirs looks like so wrong, partly because they've literally not used it yet, right? They've flown once, they literally haven't used 2 range yet. They have access to this hex, this hex, this hex, this hex, not used it. They've 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 literally not used the point of the stronghold early, and it's such an expensive building to build early. Like, I got a few track points for it, but it looks like they should have probably just like tried to build a temple and then made the stronghold in round 3 or something. Or again, they just probably should have built a stronghold, but that part of the game plan has not worked out. Hard Diggler's advancing ship. Warning, warning. He's on 2 ship. He can go here. That's not a concern. I just take this hex. But we do have to watch out. He's on 2 ship. How else could he annoy us? He could go here and then go here, here. That's the annoying thing. So we really still want Team Fakirs to come here. Because if Hard Diggler comes here, here, then my 3rd town is kind of dead. And Hard Diggler would love this town location probably. So we're really hoping for Team Fakirs to be our pal. They need to be our hero. But they've been our hero before. Let's hope they're our hero again. The upshot is Hard Diggler is going to be our friend. So at the very worst case, I'm going to have a goddamn neighbor for a temple. So that part is at least... that part is good. Nobody's taken the bridge yet, by the way. That's just one other like little thing to take note of. Team Fakirs is the hero we needed. All right, there we go, team. That is what we wanted to see. We're we're excited about that because I think I can triple dig this next round. Like, I don't think Fakirs care about this hex. They have so many other things to do. And yeah, Hard Diggler is now just gonna go south, and he is gonna come over onto these reds. That does leave a little bit of threat on these hexes for next round, is the downside. But hey, whatever. Not everything can be perfect. We were running a risky game plan, and it's still kind of risky, and there's all sorts of freaking troubles, and we're just gonna hope for the best. I think the next move is to just go here, though, because now this is my only neighbor. So again, if I want to build a temple, it probably has to go here. And by the way, I do want to build a temple. I very much would like to build a temple for Water 1, and then I would like to dream that I'm going to build trading post next round. I still don't exactly know where I'm going to build said trading post, because that assumes I have neighbors, and neighbors are not really a thing I have a lot of. It depends on how much Hard Diggler wants this hex this round. But he very well might just deny me neighbors. Although he's on the dwelling tile. Building dwellings is good. We'll see. I do have a free priest. Swarmlings did take the priest to water slots, so I'm a little less excited about... well, sending a priest to water with Water 1 still does get me a cult spade. And it probably still gets me... it probably just secures, like, me 2nd place on water. The alternative is to just send like another priest to air and try to win a cult track. Turning the priest into 2 coins is... it might not be worth it. Turning a priest into 2 coins and a later dig might be worth it. There's Team Swarmlings coming in. That makes sense. They need that bridge. It does leave... the northern connection here is a little sketchy, but I think I have to go for it and see if anybody's going to block me this game or not. I don't see what else I can do besides continue for Team Hope. So there's a juicy 7 coins tile. If there's any chance that I could just upgrade to a temple and pass for 7 coins and then the first dig on this hex, oh yes. That is what I would like. But oh, no way, no no hope of that. Fakirs are passing and they're going to take 7 coins probably. I don't see what else they're going to do here. Yeah, they just take the 7 coins. Swarmlings are probably going to pass on the big building, would be my guess. They're gonna... well, so Swarmlings will probably build a trading post and then they'll pass. Has Hard Diggler... yeah, Hard Diggler did use his dig at least, so unless he's gonna go by his name and hard dig. Swarmlings does take this hex though. So Swarmlings is gonna make a town now this round, is what that looks like. I still only have 1 neighbor, so it's time to go. Time to make a temple for Water 1 and then see what else we're up to. 2 coins, 3 power, and a worker might also just be the best tile for me. I just need resources to do anything still, but... one of the other slight problems with the trying to rush this hex is just, yeah, if Swarmlings want to be annoying, they can build on it, but Swarmlings don't really have extra resources to be annoying, and yet they might. And then the question is, I don't currently have 5 priests because I could try to build this and this, but I might get blocked from the northern connection, which is actually a bigger issue than just that too, because it means I'm going to get blocked from my town up here, so I probably don't get a 3rd town. So it's a huge swing this game. So somebody blocking me is very reasonable, but we'll hope. Hard Diggler is templing probably for a copy of Water 1. Yeah, I would assume. Yeah, there it is. I'm also just going to take Water 1. Swarmlings, I assume, build a trading post here, and then, yeah, they're just going to take 2 Key Town, probably. And then Swarmlings are going to try to pass on the big building tile, but Hard Diggler might just pass on the big building tile. Depends. The bridge pressure looks pretty intense on Hard Diggler still. Oh, Hard Diggler might just pass for ship tile, right? Yeah, he is at 2 shipping. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. There's lots of intrigue here. My intrigue is really around this stuff. Can I actually get this town? I'm kind of guessing no at this point, and I don't see a good way to... I don't see a good, likely way to secure this town. I just can't get to this hex anytime too quickly here. But it's about the only thing I can attempt to do is to get onto these hexes. So we'll do our best, and our best might not be enough, but there's nothing else we can do. I kind of really wish, I wish I had another neighbor, right? Because I could temple here, and then I could build another trading post at least, if I just had a neighbor, so that way I could at least build, but I can't even threaten that sequence currently. I only have 1 free dwelling, but I just don't have neighbors. Well, maybe Hard Diggler will be my neighbor by the end of this round. That's a possibility. Maybe he will still build this hex, or this hex, and then I could build a trading post, and that would allow me to have a better chance at blitzing these hexes, but I don't have high hopes for that line either, but who knows, who knows. Thinking a little more about long term, I am likely to take Fire 2, and I don't have neighbors, so I am debating if I make a ring town here. I have a chance to make a beautiful ring town. which is of just 6 dwellings. I don't know if I've seen one like that, so I would like to achieve that maybe as at least the backup goal. I guess Fakirs will start being my neighbors though, so I probably will put trading posts down here, but we'll see. Anyhow, I think that was the 8-point town for Swarmlings, so they're not committing to 2 key, which is reasonable enough. I am going to build water 1. It's good. It's a good temple. And then I'm probably going to pass next, although everybody's going to pass potentially. Well, Hard Diggler has a lot of resources. Hard Diggler's been getting a nice amount of leech from Team Swarmlings. That's the one thing that his game has going for it. He's been fed leech. It's the one thing my game still obviously doesn't have. Team Fakir's at least fed us a little. That was nice. But yeah, it's been a rough leech game. I mean, Fakir's has to want to fly to some be neighbors with me on some of these. So Fakir's wants to have neighbors for trading posts and stuff too, probably. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm still hoping Hard Diggler wants neighbors here. I'd be pretty content, honestly, to convert another worker to coin here, as painful as worker to coin conversions are, and build a trading post. I'm still debating this priest to earth thing. The main reason I don't want to is just in case I do want to try to dig this. Oh, I do have a neighbor though. See, I can trading post. And I probably will trading post. Or can I pass? Well, wait, Swarmleys are passing here, right? Yeah, Swarmleys are passing for the big building tile. So then the trading post tile is open, although the dwelling tile will also be open. Yeah, I just don't care. All the pass tiles are here, but Swarmleys pass for big building tile here, I would think. It'd be pretty surprising if they didn't. So then my question is, do I pass for a trading post tile and like hope for a coins action? I just don't think I'm gonna get a coins action. So I think as usual, hoping for things is the wrong strategy, and instead I should just set up for other stuff. So all these are passing. So yeah, I think the play here is to just build another trading post. Now I could do a power to coin. The one reason I'm considering not power to coin is just so I can at least threaten a coins action. And I think I have enough workers realistically this game still that I can afford worker to coin here. Although, is the trading post make much sense? I mean, it gives me a better chance at blitzing this, but I think blitzing that is just dumb. Just take the trading post tile here, assume I'm gonna get more neighbors. Probably not gonna coins action, but then just try to blitz this anyhow. Maybe take a priest power action so I can take this hex as the backup if I do get blocked by somebody. It's really painful for Giants to block me next round rather than worrying about their own shit, and they need to worry about a bridge also. Yeah, I think I just pass here. Pass for the trading post tile. Yeah. Okay. Things are okay in Team Darklings. They're not ideal, but they are okay. Again, I'm not that far behind points wise. I have a bunch of water 1 back to trading posts, although I say a bunch. Again, this whole game I think hinges on if I can triple dig and build and then actually build this, I think I'm in a good spot. If I can triple dig and double dig, I'm in a pretty good spot. If I get blocked, I don't have network and I don't have a third town, and then I think I lose. So, who's gonna block me? Swarmlings, maybe. Swarmlings are about to have 1,000,000 resources. And they could just build a dwelling and then maybe another dwelling, but they can't really afford that. Can I really afford another priest next round is a bigger question. I want to build at least 3 trading posts and then 2 dwellings, let's say. I'd like to build all 4, but 3 is going to be enough. So 9, I need 13 coins. I have 7, and then most of my power is needed. The problem is I kind of want to use 3 power for a priest just so I can take this hex, maybe. I should get quite a bit of leech next round. Hypothetically, next round is when fakirs fly next to me and people build next to me. We'll see. I might get a coins action here yet anyhow, maybe? Swarm leads don't super need anything. I mean, Swarm leads are potentially just having too good of a game still, right? They're the ones that nobody's doing well, but they're going to achieve what they want to. They can delay their town until next round. They're winning the cults just easily because nobody's been able to contest them. Giants don't have enough priests to contest them, you know, like I was never contesting cults, so like the cults are just wide open for them. They're on their pass tile, air 1, water 1 shenanigans. They're going to advance digs. So, I mean, they have what, a 6-point trading post, a 12-point pass, 18, upgrade 30. They're at 72 at the end of the round. They have the cults. They have another town. I mean, they're well on track for their game, so I probably am not winning this game anyhow. It probably is just a Swarm leads are just too good, and everybody else this game kind of got nothing good enough happening. Like, Giants, as I've said a long time, like, this starting hex is rough. Like, he got to open Stronghold 4 dwellings, and it's still just a problem because his Stronghold wound up getting trapped. His town spots look ugly. I mean, he's still doing pretty well points-wise, I guess. He does have Earth 1, Water 1. It can't be that bad. My game, I was really hoping for a Sanctuary open, and honestly, I was 2 power short of it, right? Like, I was so close to it. If Fakir's upgraded next to me like I was predicted, I would at least have got it, but Fakir's take a priest open, that's fine. We'll see if Swarm leads block me on coins. They do. So I think the play is to just make a trading post and then blitz these 2 dwellings. Hard Diggler could try to build these 2, but I just don't think that's his priority here. Like, I think he needs bridges. He can't even build that other red hex right away. I think he wants to build his trading posts. So I think slow and steady here. I think just build this trading post is the start. And then try to build this right in a row. Also hoping for a lot of leech this round. I think Fakirs are going to fly next to me and give me a lot of leech. I think it's going to happen. But we'll see. I mean, it's very unpredictable here. Like, I think Swarm Lead's next actions are to start advancing dig. So I don't know if Swarm Leads are going to try to throw resources at this hex or not. I don't know. Anything is really where it comes at. I continue to just try to play my best game, and I've done a lot of, I think, reasonable good moves, and you know, a lot of it's going to come down to will it work out. Okay, well that's a little fun. Swarmblades have to be just mildly concerned now that Hard Diggler will do insane things, which means that there's a little less pressure on this hex because now Giants don't have their dig, and Swarmblades kind of can't really block me. So I think I'm gonna get this. And then if Fakirs actually give me enough leech this round, and I manage to build all these trading posts, it would be pretty freaking amazing. I'm not sure I can build all the trading posts now that I say that. I can build a trading post here, a trading post here, but anything else makes towns. Fakir's not feeding me leech yet. Building trading post first. Not next to me. Note, next to Swarmlings. Boo. Boo is what I have to say, but yeah, okay. I mean, Fakir's building trading post next to me doesn't really make sense, but Fakir's doing anything at this point continues to confuse me. Like, that trading post is fine, but they took a priest power action at the start of the round, so you'd assume they were going to fly a bunch. I still assume they're going to fly a bunch, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they could just continue purposely trying to not give me neighbors. It kind of seems like they're the sort of player that doesn't really understand how to do things and instead understands how to at least just not give people neighbors that they want. Although, same thing with Matt. Matt also could, give me a neighbor and just won't. So it looks like one of those games where people are I'm gonna get a little killed this game just due to lack of neighbors. But that happens. If I have to, I could build a town this round. I don't really want to, but I will if I need to. Swarmlings are just taking their obligations out of the round, but they don't really want to have a fast pass, so I don't totally know what that's about. But I do know that I am trying to blitz through here. I'm really, really just hoping Fakirs want to be my friends and get free power in return, but again, I don't have high hopes that they want to be my friends. I can at least build, again, I have a dwelling to build, I have a trading post to build, and then I really want to throw a trading post up into this guy, but maybe it's just not going to happen. Okay, well, I do have a trading post down here at least, so that's, hey, I've wanted a little bit of help. That's something. I mean, I want the leech here too, like, again, I can build 2 trading posts, but the third trading, or like building the last trading post currently looks tough. It also might just cause me to make a town, but maybe I'm willing to just make a town this round for another trading post, right? The trading post is 5 points, the town is 5 points. The trading post comes with some excellent economy. I could even take the 2-key town. I don't super need like the 2-key town, right? But also, why not? Like, I think it's worth quite a bit. Swarm leads advanced ship, so they do let me through. So, this is at least, this is a pretty big break. I can try to take this hex for a 2-ship connection. I can try to take like this hex, this hex, this hex for connection. But yeah, I should have network 1 this game. Giants network is pretty damn good too, I guess. Giants are going to try to build 3 trading posts, 4 dwellings. Giants have 2 free hexes and a dig, so they definitely get down to 3 structures. I'm trying to build all my trading posts and all my dwellings, so I'm going to be at network 14. So yeah, Giants could still beat my network. Although, wait, no, no, Giants are connected. Okay, via a crazy circuitous route, but it is there. If Giants aren't careful, I guess I could hit their hexes. I'm gonna have some extra priests. Maybe I could just nudge their hex a different color. Hard Diggler didn't take a bridge, by the way. So Hard Diggler like is really banking on probably getting the bridge in the final round, or he's just accepted he's only getting 1 town. Not quite sure about that front. Hoping for Team Fakirs here. Team Fakirs here is fine. Don't really expect Team Fakirs to be nice to me, though, is really what I should accept, but we'll see. We will see. Kind of warming up to the whole just take the 2-key town this round, though. The 2-key town is almost certainly just like an absurd number of cult points compared to not having the 2-key town. It comes with a dig and it comes with a bunch of power. And that power lets me just build all my trading posts anyhow. I just build trading post, trading post, trading post. And then I can try to make all my towns by just not even taking fire 2 and just putting dwellings out. The only slight downside might be the Well, let's. If I have 14 network, it would be one. Like I'm trying to build a 5 hex town, a 4 hex town, and a 5 hex town. That's exactly 14 network. Means I don't have to build another temple or anything. So I'm just building. All I would be building next round is like 3 dwellings. Huh. Maybe it is better to try to add a trading post. Maybe it's better to try to add an Earth 1 temple next round still, huh? We'll see. If Akira's chooses to go for another trading post, I mean, that's fine. It gives me just a little more leech. Still makes me happy. Swarmlings are just doing their dig advance stuff. I will just make a trading post myself. If I'm trying to carve out the towns I was talking about, I need 3 digs, 5 digs. I have 4 digs, plus I would have another dig if I do take the 2 key town this round. So I'd have just enough digs, but then ship advances I would need some more priests. But I could just take some priest towns, or a ship town, or take a priest power action. So then the follow-up question is actually what pass tile am I getting? Like there is an open dwelling tile that I'd like. I wouldn't mind the ship tile. The big building tile is a little underwhelming. I'm right after the big building tile, so that's probably the most likely one I'm getting. So the pass tiles aren't working out super for me. The dwelling tile is by far the best, but giants might just pass for the dwelling scoring here. And me continuing to build trading posts, I think, is just too strong. And yeah, giants are just going to pass for the dwelling scoring. Probably opens the next round with a with a with a bridge. So his game's going to turn out pretty good. He's at 73. He bridges, digs, sanctuary, like trading posts. Like somehow he makes it. Fakirs are not being neighbors in the spots I want them to, but as I've been saying, I'm just gonna like things are okay without them being where I want them to be. It's not ideal, but it's not that big a deal. I do think I'm just taking the 2 key town this round. I think there's just so many cult points for me to pick up. I think it's worth it, right? Like I'm going to get like just a ton of super cheap second places and stuff compared to my opponents if I take it. And it gives me a bunch of power right now to reinvest in the last trading post I want. And then I'll just make my other 2 towns in the final round. Yeah, I think it's fine. Swarmleads didn't pass for the ship tile there. They advanced their digs. Are Swarmleads still trying for a 3rd town? I was expecting swarms to pass for the ship scoring. I guess they're just trying to outlast me is now their plan. So outlasting me is a little annoying if that's their plan, but they're allowed to do that. They're allowed to do slightly annoying things. I think I am just going for the 2 key town plan. I think it's fine. Although I need to be careful here actually. I need to undo this whole thing. I realize I need to do some worker to coin conversions right now because the problem is I'm only getting 5 power from this. So then my power income is not going to be correct. So I need to undo that. Guess I show my hand, but I need to do this so that my power cycle's a lot better. I'm going to have a lot of power income anyhow after doing this, so I need to do those worker to coin conversions first. because now my power cycle's a lot more correct and I have more power tokens. It's a little painful to keep doing worker to coin conversions, but I think I do have too many workers this game. Like, I don't have grand plans for them all, so I think this is fine. So I'm gonna be at 60. I'm gonna be at 68 after passing with 2 towns and some network. I mean, it's basically the same position Hard Diggler is gonna be in. The ship tile is good for me, but I really just want to build this last trading post and then see what I have on offer. Hopefully the ship town is there, or the ship score is there. But even if it's not, I'll find a way to do some decent stuff. Even like 6 coins or like worker 3 power, like 3 coins worker and 3 power is probably fine. I think there's a chance that next round I can build like temple for Earth 1 and build 3 dwellings, type thing. Finish off my towns. Maybe I just take some higher VP towns. I mean, again, the issue is I want to take priest towns. I think that's might be the biggest issue out of the overall plan here, but. We'll see. I think I just have a lot of good options, and having lots of good options is a great spot to be in. There is still some coin towns. I mean, even coin towns might not be the worst if it lets me go to 15 network and tie hard Diggler, but Swarmling's getting some fight on the Earth track. You gotta love to see that. I think Swarmlings are otherwise in a good spot. I mean, this table's kind of fairly even still. I think I might be winning, but I don't know. I like the idea that I have some good cult VP and I have some like actual good VP and I have network. Like, it feels. Again, I might not be outright winning network. Hard Diggler, I think, might build 2 trading post 4 dwellings next round. Although it looks a bit. God, actually, he might not because he's trying to build his sanctuary. So I think 14 network will tie network wins. I don't think 15 network has as much value necessarily. But I don't know. Regardless, this has been a fun game. I'm pretty content with what I've done. It could have gone even better, I think, with some better early leech. I think I've found a pretty dang good path here. I think there was a lot of areas that there could have been some mistakes. I think taking air 2 and fire 1 and pushing off all the points scored was like really necessary to having a good cohesive like full game here. Um, I could be wrong on that. You know, maybe a greedy game of just take Earth 1, try to limp your way to Water 1, and limp your way to like 2 late towns and just be greedy on the points. Maybe that would have just been better here. My instincts are obviously always to like try to push hard for the bigger. I also think it's just more robust. I think you have a lot better chances. But I was really tight on making this northern stuff work. And I've just barely got enough neighbors at the right times to pull everything else off. So hard to know for sure on a lot of it, I guess. Swarmlings are thinking really hard here. I mean, I think Swarmlings probably should just pass for the ship tile. I don't know why they're like. I guess the main reason Swarmlings don't want the ship tile is because they want priests to cults, right? Like they want to follow up these cults more. But do you really want to like just waste your time digging now that you've fully advanced digs just to buy my tile? I mean, maybe, I guess. It's a reasonable thought, but maybe that is better actually. Swarmlings being able to save their priests for the cult fights is pretty huge here, rather than having to commit them to ship advances. Although, I mean, ship advances also gets them. They already have 1 ship advance too. But I don't know. Look, I obviously don't know. I mean, Swarmblades do still have a crazy good game going on. They still have a town. They do have great cult presence. They can just snag the 8-pointer and like have great cults. I mean, I'm not even sure I'm winning air on them currently is the other like problem. I'm hoping to win air. But otherwise, even just getting second, second, third, second, that's enough of a reason for me to have taken the 2-key town compared to like letting giants take the 2-key town, right? I mean, it's just a huge swing on the cult points this game. When there's this little fighting on the cults track, the 2-key town has to just be strong. It's just like impossible for it not to be. Swarmlings are using all their thinking time on this one. These games definitely are a bit long. He is just going to pass, though. I think it makes plenty of sense. I think it probably screws me on a pass tile, too. Like, I do think I'm not going to get... I think I'm just getting a 6-coin pass tile, because I'm not passing. Like, I could pass for big building, but I think 6 coins is probably just better for me than big building. So not having pass points in the final round is potentially going to slow me down a little. But that's fine. Do I want to give Fakirs a free power or a 2-for-1? I guess a 2-for-1. I don't know if it really matters. Being at 68 at the end of this round is nice, though. Only have 7 workers. That part maybe should be a bit more of a concern to me. I did use a lot of worker to coin conversions, so I mean the dream is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh well, 8 workers is not that hard, but so maybe it is 3 coins and a worker, because it gives me the ability to go Earth 1, Trading Post, 4 dwellings. Yeah, so I think it is this, even though the power is a complete throwaway. 3 coins and a worker. So I'm trading 3 coins over here for a worker, but I can go Earth 1, Trading Post, all the dwellings. The bigger issue is... The slight issue is my network, right? Like, I really want... I definitely don't want to have to do more than 2 shipping, and I kind of dreamed of 1 shipping, but 1 shipping requires a lot of digging. It requires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total digs. But I actually have 5 total digs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have 4 dwellings? I'm going to have 4 dwellings if I go temple, trading post, and then the dwellings. Will I make the towns? This town will be complete. This town will be complete with a trading post. So I need giants or fakirs to come, but they have to. It's slow playing my towns. I do need a priest town then, or a ship town, but I'll get one. That does cost 8 coins, 11 coins, 16 coins, and the ship advance is 20 coins. I will have 14 and a ton of power that's totally unaccounted for. So I actually have all the resources. So then I just need high VP towns. So I need like a priest town, which I can take a priest town right away at the start of that. Well, not right away, because I want to go Earth 1 and then do the dig. It's a kind of a narrow path again. It's a little risky, but I think that's the right path. I think trying to hit that is the dream for me. So let's try to hit the dream. My cult spade just goes here. Nobody can build on that hex. Like, well, Swarmlings, as soon as they go to 2-ship, they could, but Swarmlings are hitting Fakir's hexes too, because they have nothing better to do. That's good fun. How good are Fakirs here? Fakirs have a lot of flights left, and that's about it. Although they need priests, and they don't have that many priests, so whatever. They might also just... Oh, and they're going to try to build Sanctuary to make a town. Okay, Fakirs have a lot of problems. Yeah, I'm just turning this black. I do have... The sequencing this round could get really tough. I really want to go Temple for Earth 1. And then I want to build this for a Priest Town. And then I want to build this. And then I want to build this. Or this. This... Yeah, no, actually, this isn't that bad. This is not that bad. Things are pretty good. Hard Diggler does take the bridge, as expected. Swarmlings can do whatever, but they probably just want a priest, to be honest. Like, Swarmlings don't have a lot of extra priests to fight cults. I don't really have the desire to fight cults. Swarmlings are probably just taking the 8-point town, actually, as their first action. Just locking up the other cult town rather than me getting the other cult town does look important for them. They also do have annoyingly a temple. Like they might still decide to beat me on Earth, but yeah, the number of openings on this cult track is crazy. Swarmlings are at 87. They're gonna advance ship twice more is 7. 94. They pass for 13. And then they have a lot of resources. They're at like 120 plus cults. I mean, Swarmlings probably are still winning this game, I guess. As much as I feel good about what I'm doing, that sounds like a lot. I mean, I have 8 points of Earth 1, 11 points, 21 points, 29 points, 38 points, 40, and then hopefully a decent town, 47, and then no pass. So, I mean, 115 plus network, 130, and then some cult points. I'm also close to 150, but probably Swarmlings have this, and then I have a close second. That's what it looks like. Which, whatever. That doesn't shock me if that's what happens, right? Like, I paid a lot for Darklings, Swarmlings paid a lot for Swarmlings. We knew both of them were good. I was partly betting on Darklings getting enough early leech for a Sanctuary. That didn't happen. Fakirs did something totally different. Would Fakirs have been better off if they joined the leech party? Maybe. So, I mean, I don't know. That's a lot of games recently, right? Like, it's just, do the games break your way? Do you make enough good, smart moves? Have I made a bunch of moves I should regret this game? I don't think so. Like, I think I've made a lot of good moves overall, and you know, navigating as best I can. So, whatever. I'm going to take Earth 1. Feeding Fakirs free power is, I think, always fine. I think Fakirs are just by far in the most trouble this game. Fakirs are going to build a sanctuary and do another flight. The other flight almost has to be here. Otherwise, giants come here. Like, I need a neighbor. Swarmlings haven't made a ship advance yet. So, yeah, I need to go Earth 1 first. Giant's other dig is pretty much locked in. So, like, I don't actually think I have any pressure on any of my hexes. Like, Giants can't afford to mess with me. I did convert a power to a coin just so I could get free leech if there's even ways for me to get free leech. I don't think I really need leech, though. Unless I want to take a priest power action. Oh, and there's a coin's power action still. Wait a sec. Oh my god. Well, that's wild. Well, shit. Do I even want a coin's power action? I mean, it seems kind of crazy not to accept, but... Well, if I'm using all this power for coins anyhow, I should just take this. The problem is the tempo loss. Like, if Swarmlings advance ship, and then they're threatening this hex, and I have to build before I have Earth 1, that's annoying. Same with this hex. Not that Swarmlings want to build dwellings, though. They don't really want to do that either. I think I pass on Earth. I think I pass on the coins. I think the tempo loss on the coins is actually painful here, which is kind of insane. How did the Fakirs not take the coins? That's the bigger question. What are they doing? I don't know what they're doing. I don't know anything that's happening. I don't know, team. This could be horribly wrong. Just taking the coins can't be bad. And yet it could be, right? That's the whole problem. It could be. Oh, what am I talking about, too? Swarmlings can't reach this without 3 ship. Swarmlings can't reach this without 3 ship. I mean, they can reach this on 2 ship, so, like, maybe this is still fine. I could build this hex and then this hex as the threats roll in. Score my Earth 1 points. Not taking the coins may be wrong, though. Like, it's also just handing a point back to Swarmlings when they take the coins if they want to. Although, maybe the priest is more important to multiple people. I don't know. Also, somebody needs to tell the Katana organizers to stop tagging everyone. I hate the I hate the people in the MSO Discords that tag everyone because I'm playing a different tournament, so please stop tagging me, but All right. Games are all working well, so they're hoping for a 2:45 start. So that's in a half hour. They want to start the next round. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop out. It does look like a couple of the round 2 games have finished. Oh, some of the 3-player games finished. Claybo got another win. Good for him. Sucking up the wins is what I wanted, though. I wanted the same people to win. Simon also won, sucked up another win. George Shortwell got another win, I think. So actually, I think that's really good for me. I should pay attention to what's actually happening here. Hard Diggler takes a coin town and takes air 1. Totally fine. Totally don't care about coin towns disappearing. I want priest towns. I want priest towns pretty badly. Swarmleads does take a priest power action. The coins are just still there. Ooh, I probably do take the coins here. The coins are still good for me, probably somehow. I do expect Swarmleads to probably go air 3 with their temple, but we'll see. I'd hope they don't, but Hard Diggler also does have a lot of priests to like fight the cults, so like I don't totally know how many cult points I'm gonna wind up with, but looks like another game just got reported. Hephaestus has a win. Lumen took another third. That's tough. Huh, so it would be sweet if I could actually win this game. I don't think I'm going to still. I think Swarmleads are winning, which is unfortunate because it looks like the results are breaking perfectly for me. It looks like if I had actually won this game, I'd have a decent chance to advance into tomorrow off of just a first and a second, even without getting to play in round 3. But I think I do have to tell him I can't play round 3. The thing I want to go to in person starts in like about 2 hours. I want to leave, so I would need to find my way into like a 3-player or a fast game in order to be able to play. So, Fakirs pass on the coins again, are taking a town. I really need a priest town. Although nobody else is making towns quickly here, so maybe I can just take the coins and then get there. I'm not sure. Fakirs do take a priest town, so I'm only getting 1 priest town is the downside. So maybe I should just rush my towns now. Curious what favor tile Fakirs take. They also take air 1. That's fine. There's no air 1 for me. Oh no. The coins are still here. Hard Diggler almost can take them, but he can't. So I think I do just take a priest town and lock that up right away. I think that's what I care about the most. I really need a priest town. That does give Hard Diggler 1 more power, but still can't take the coins. But Hard Diggler getting the coins this round is probably too good. I probably want to or need to stop that. But I'm definitely putting a lot of pressure on my sequencing this round to achieve everything I want to. Do I even take this leech, right? Like, I don't think I do. I think I turn this down. I need 1, 2, 3 digs in the dream world. I have that, and then I have the ship advance in hand. I do need 6, 9, 13 coins, which is exactly what I have, even if I don't take a coins action. So yeah, I think this is a big old decline. I'd love the 11-point town, but that's probably what giants are trying for. So I mean, realistically, what I should probably be fighting for is the 11-point town, although that makes my connection really tight. Swarmleads do have 2 ship now, so I think I do just need to take this hex and then this hex. Because I don't really need double dig, although now the problem is Hard Diggler is going to get the coins action because Fakirs are going to fly up here any second. And then Hard Diggler will have the leech to take the coins, and I'm gonna have to give them to him because I care too much about this hex. Oh my god, that is what's gonna happen. What have I done, team? What have I done? Oh my god, I can't. Is there any chance Swarmleads are going to take this hex? And even if they do I just double dig this and still survive off of a ship town? I mean, the answer is yes, I can do that. But after I take the coins, it's really sad to take a freaking ship town. But are Swarmleads ever going to actually build this hex? I can't let Hard Diggler get these coins, right? It helps Hard Diggler on network. I can't give Hard Diggler 3 extra coins. I guess the other crazy option I have is I can take a power town and then 5 power priest in order to advance ship. It's ugly. It's pretty ugly, but it is doable. Hard Diggler's on a pass tile and has a lot of resources left. I have a lot of resources. I mean, I think Fakirs are still out of this game. I mean, they're gonna fly, but they're gonna take third on network. They do pass for 8, and they have a flight. Well, they pass for 11, 15, 17 more than where they're at. And then I have network, but like no cults, although some cult. We'll see. I don't know. I'm still like, I'm close. Like, I have a very good game, but I think Swarmleys just have too many points, and I don't think Hard Diggler has enough. But I don't know that. I don't know for sure. Don't know anything for sure. Swarmblades do just keep advancing ship, which makes sense. I don't think Swarmblades are actually interested in building hexes or blocking me. I'm probably just too paranoid at the end of game as usual. Oh, I said Fakirs were going to fly again, but where are Fakirs going to fly again is a better question, right? Fakirs literally can't fly anywhere, so hopefully Fakirs just send Priest to Earth. Come on, Fakir friends. Take away Swarmlead's points. Fight the Swarmleads. Fight them. My bigger issue is that Hard Diggler's going to start fighting me on the cults. I mean, he has too many priests, and he should fight me on the cults, and I don't have extra priests. I should be fighting for this 11-point town, is probably what I should do next. Hard Diggler is 2 actions away from it. I'm also 2 actions, and I have tempo. I should just be fighting for the 11-pointer and assuming that I can make connection. So that is what I will do. But that means I'm going to lose. Like I'm pretty likely here to lose cults to Hard Diggler and some Swarmlings. So like even though I take the 2 key town, it's gonna help me pick up a lot of 2-point cults, I think. But maybe it won't turn out super great by the end because Hard Diggler winds up having enough priests because he did wind up getting double temple down sooner than I would have thought, and he doesn't need to 3 ship. Yeah, that could be possible. We'll see. I mean, whatever. I'm going to get down to 15 networks. I mean, the alternative is maybe Hard Diggler's also going to attempt to get down that much network. But an outright network win for me would be helpful to catching Swarmleads. Again, I just, the more I'm trying to add up though, like Swarmleads still has too much, right? Swarmleads has another 3 points, takes them to 97, and then they pass for 13, 110, and then let's give them a clean sweep of the cults, 142, and then probably 6-ish points of resources, 148. I can still get 9 points, maybe 6 points of digs, 15, 20, 31, and 33. And then a resource point, so 34. Does take me to 120, and then I win network 138, and then I win some cults. Maybe I do have this one. It's really interesting. Like it's close. There's a lot of thinking right at the end of this one, which is I think fair. But yeah, I'm likely gonna have to drop. So like a win would be really helpful here because I think it would potentially give me some stuff tomorrow. Fakir's fighting air isn't quite what I wanted to see. I think that really encourages Swarmleads to take air 3 and beat me. And then Swarmleads will just send a priest to Earth. So I don't think that was the right choice for Fakirs, but oh well. I'm fighting for the 11-point town now. The 11-point town is big for me. Also, Swarmleads could dig that, and that would cause problems. So I need to do that and then build a trading post next action. Fakirs do have enough to 5-power priest. 5-power priest to Earth would be fun. I think Swarmleads are going to respond by just priest to Earth here, though. Priest to Earth for Swarmleads looks really good. I could debate. Is it possibly right for me to take this worker town? Does it allow me to threaten to build a temple for like Earth 3 or something? I think I maybe would have needed to take a leech for that. I need 3, 7, 11 coins if everything goes perfectly. Swarmleads did just dig, but they dug out giants. Okay. Interesting. So they are willing to start throwing resources around. Fakir should 5-power priest to Earth now. That would be very nice, but I don't know if they'll see that. But I think 5-power priest to Earth is actually pretty good for Fakirs. I do need to secure my connection, but I want to secure the 11-point town. I mean, I can secure connection on this hex is 2 digs and then 2 ships, or I can do it here. But now the bigger question, well, I need to do it kind of here because I need, yeah, this is messy. Or I still would love to triple dig this. Wait, can I just triple dig this? I see. The problem with triple digging this is I don't have another dwelling to place. So this, digging these gives me the 3. Do I need 3 dwellings? I need 2 dwellings. That's the problem. So I can't just triple dig 1 hex. I could dig this and this. I could double dig this. But then I need 2 ship. Oh, yeah, and Swarmleads can oversee all of what I'm doing up here, so it is a bit dangerous. I mean, maybe this is just the play. Double digging this allows me to build both of these and then just do 2 ship. It is a 5-power priest to Earth. Kudos Fakirs. That's big. That's big. I think I do just go for the 11-point town. There's enough ways I can connect that I think it works out. But it's a little risky because I might not be able to build the last dwelling. But now I don't know if I need to build the last dwelling as badly because Hard Diggler got blocked from being able to easily build to 14. I do think Swarmleads might keep blocking though, so maybe I'm supposed to secure. Is Hard Diggler going to take the 11-point town? How bad is that for me compared to the worker town? The worker town lets me also threaten to take a favor tile, but the favor tiles are all bad for me now. I think I do just take the 11-pointer. I think it's too many points to pass on. And then I'll find a way to connect. Hope Swarmlings aren't too much of a problem. They could be a bit of a problem, but not game-ending problem. I can just ship twice and then not build the other dwelling. It cost me probably only a point. It might depend. It could cost me some network. It's really freaking messy, but the 11-point town here compared to the others has to be worth it, I think. But I don't know. This is wild. Like, this is just wildly messy. I also like said I was getting to like 120, but how is that happening? I guess I imagined I was getting 4 points, 6 points, and then Diggs was another 6, another 12 points is 119. Giants are fighting me on some cults, which I expected. I mean, Giants don't have better options to do, though. Although Giants could chase Swarmlings on another cult, too, which would be fantastic. Giants might just send all their priests to fire. So maybe Swarmlings have to start responding soon. Although, maybe not yet. But I like Giants fighting fire. I think that's great. I think Giants should just climb up fire. The less points Swarmlings gets on the cults, the better for me. I do think Swarmlings are going to wind up air 3, and I think it makes too much sense. So I probably am going to wind up with like 4, 4, 2, 2, so like 12 cult points, but that's 12 cult points for one priest in one town. So like, sure. Again, if we just imagine I was down 2 on every cult and Giants was up 2 on every cult, it's like such a massive shift in the cult points between Hard Diggler and I. I think taking the I think my plan again, I think a lot of my plays this game have turned out pretty dang correct and good. I think taking that was great. I do think Swarmlings are in a tough spot here. If Swarmlings really want to annoy me, I think the best plan is to dig this. The problem is they would have to dig it red, or they really don't want to dig it red, so they have to like dig it green. Yeah, so they don't do that. So okay, they do take air 3. I think that was always going to be their favorite tile. But now I do think Giants send another priest to fire. That's going to force Swarmlings to probably just priest to fire. I don't know. Swarmlings might even just build another temple because it might be worth it for them. But that means they're going to end with less resource points than I thought. So maybe I can win this game still. I definitely am going to dig and build this hex. Because this at least lets me... Yeah, I can connect regardless. So... Oh, I haven't even advanced ship once yet, though. I see that that's a problem. Okay, team. I might have made this tough on me. Well, no, there's always this backup option. Swarmlings can't possibly hit everything fast enough. But Swarmlings could hit my preferred hex to connect on. But, I mean, I guess this is still fine, and this is still fine. I have 3 options now, so, like, I'm okay. Hard Diggler goes priest to air. I don't like that. I mean, I get that Fakirs aren't going to respond, but why priest to air? Definitely priest to fire, right? You can beat Swarmlings, potentially. And there is no air 3. I don't think that's a good move, right? That's a 1-point priest play against the player that's in the last place. Like, why would you ever fight them? But hey, Swarmlings maybe isn't going to kill us. Regardless, this is the right spot to take. So I can now advance ship, or I can build. I would much prefer to build, so Swarmlings probably should mess with me. But advancing ship again isn't that big of a difference. I am at 14 network. The one issue is Hard Diggler still is like Hard Diggler can single dig down a dwelling, and he is on the dwelling town as Earth 1, so he probably will do that. So although, wait, Giant still hasn't made their town, so he can't actually afford that currently. He needs to make his town, and then he could think about putting down another dwelling. So unless Swarmlings wants to gift him a hex back because they realize I'm actually their competition, Unless I'm wrong, maybe Giants are Swarmling's competition, right? I haven't really added up Giants points again. Giants are going to get... Giants are going to get roughly like 11 points on the pass. Well, okay, here. We're just going to see what town they take. That'll rapidly clear things up. But, I mean, Giants have 4 plus 6. So okay, more like 10 points on the pass. So 112. If they wind up tying for network, 127, less cults. No. Swarmlane should help Giants get a hex back, you'd think. Swarmlane should turn this green on me if they really want to hurt me. Which they probably do want to hurt me. I would hurt me if I was in their position. It hurts me by a point, I think. Digging and building... Well, and it depends on network fights. Although it looks like Hard Diggler can't... Hard Diggler's never going to build a dwelling here, unless Swarmlings gift it to them. Swarmlings could gift them a dwelling. It's a huge swing. It might be right. I was really hoping for Team Giants to just want to, like, Priest to Fire 3. I want them to fight Swarmlings cult points, but... Again, hoping my opponents do things to harm each other is a lot, so whatever. I'm exactly 1 power short, though, of being able to advance ship and still build the dwelling. So I probably should have accepted a 2-for-1 earlier this round, but I'm not sure I saw this future because I was trying really hard not to go to... I was trying really hard to 1-ship it rather than 2-ship it, but I can 2-ship here and survive, so... It looks like I do hit like 145 though, even in like the worst case scenario. And Swarmblades don't even hurt me, so actually I think I hit like 146 now. Swarmblades probably should have spent a worker to slow me down there, but... I guaranteedly hit 15 network, and I have a resource point, so that's where I was at 120 before. Forgot I ended with a resource point now. That was a 2-point difference, I think, actually, then. Because I got to do 4 points of stuff, and I have a resource as 5 points, compared to advancing ship was only 3 points. So yeah, that was a 2-point. Swarmblades could have done a 2-point dig on me. I'm not sure it mattered, but they could have. And now Swarmblades can't even take network away from me. So actually I have 18 more points. So that's 138 plus like at least 12 cult points. And now Swarmblades are potentially going to lose fire. Swarmblades might need to fire 3 or Hard Diggler replies. Yeah, this looks like I got a win. That's a big win, but sadly, yeah, I'm going to have to drop for the next round. I definitely want to go do in-person stuff. It looks like Patrick just got a win too. I think Patrick won round 1, didn't he? I think like all the people that won got another win for the most part. Actually, no, everybody that won, I think, won again, and this might be the only table that didn't have a winner from round 1. That's a bit weird if so, although I was the best second place, and we wound up with 6 tables, so actually, I guess, yeah, it makes sense. So even though I thought this Darklings game started out rough, and it kind of did, I still hit 15 network Darklings, and still ended the game at 120, or 119, but resource. I ended at 120 despite starting the game in single digits, and getting such little leech early. I mean, I definitely got lucky to get this at the end. I think the 2-key town is still pretty freaking important here for me. I think this is I think it's quite a few cult points for just one town. Hard Diggler does pass Swarmblades on fire. Fakir still beats Swarmblades. Yeah, Swarmblades only have 24, so never mind. I've won this game by quite a bit. Swarmblades are only like 134. I'm in the 140s. Unless Hard Diggler is closer, I think. Hard Diggler has 12 on the pass and 12 or 10 on the pass, 12 network, 22, and then 30, 31. I mean, Hard Diggler is also like mid 130s, so these two are close, and then I have the win. That feels great. That feels great. And then I think, yeah, I think the standings are like, I think there's a lot of double winners, and that's really good for me because if there's a lot of double winners, the top 8 is going to be most of them And then my first and second might be enough to carry me into tomorrow, even with no other results that I'm going to log. Now, that's not like, again, I'm not like guaranteed, because like, let's say like I have a first and a second is 13 points. I think Lumen has 2/3, which I think is like 6 points. So, oh yeah, but like even if so Lumen has to win and you get to 14. So a first, third, third would sneak past my first, second, 0. Um, but yeah, whatever. We'll see. I don't know. Dropping is not ideal, but regardless, I'm happy with my tournament overall. 1 point loss to Simon that kind of just hinged on whatever happened at the end, coupled with what looks to be a really nice win here. Let's see what chat's saying. Hi, chat. Fakir's has never taken ship tile, so it's not a risk. Whoa, 2-key town. Looks good. Seems worth around 10 points in resource. Surely it's the coins here. Wheel the coins again. Swarmling's hurting giants randomly. Are they playing for second weird? Could have put Priest to Earth. Could I have put Priest to Earth? I don't know who you're talking about. Maybe Fakir's? Maybe Swarmling's. Sure wasn't me. Anyhow, thanks, team. That was a fun one. Looks like there was quite a bit of chat earlier in this one. Yeah, there it is. Oh, hey, Wigsby check. You rated me. Thanks, man. Don't know who you are, but that's cool. Jealous that I got the 4-player. Let's say Darklane Sanctuary seems pretty tough to make here, but you probably do. Probably Air 2. How many matches? 3 matches. This is match 2. I am not reading chat. Correct, I am not reading. And it is chat. It is less fun. Yeah. I do go Air 2. You love that from Swarmies. This is amazing for us. The Double Dig. Swarms Rescue. Fakirs are 2 flights away from the east. Giants. I just have to be greedy here. Yeah, Swarmling's burned down to 5, getting the coins, blah, blah. Durage was really into this. Thanks, man. That's cool. I think, so the one thing responding to chat there, I think Swarmling should have blocked me from getting through as well. I think Swarmlings just like win the game if they block me. I think they should have, but I'm going to be at 150 here actually. Feels pretty damn good. Both Hard Diggler and Swarmblades have actually quite a few resources, but Swarmblades look to have just a bit more, although they're one behind. Looks very close. Whew, okay, nice to get a big win though. That feels great. This was definitely a slightly longer game, but again, we're on normal time settings and I'm streaming. This is just kind of how it goes. But yeah, nice to get this win. I will try to get people to report scores, but then I gotta jump out. Oh gosh, no, we're far from the final. Yeah, anyhow, that was a nice win. Hard Diggler is saying he could have blocked me because he had enough resources. Well, let it be marked in stone here today, then, people. Hard Diggler should have blocked, and he did not. Let's look at a couple of the breakdowns. I'm curious here. I got 1 bridge. I took a priest in round 1, and I got 2 coins actions. Used very few power actions, despite taking air 2. And did a decent number of coins to conversions, though. So by the end of the game, I had a lot of coins, partly because I took a mid-game fire 1. I think that turned out pretty important because I was going to build another temple anyhow. Got a nice amount off scoring favors, did okay on favors, did okay on the pass tiles, even though, yeah, I mean, there was all the pass in the game, but got towns, I mean, it just did well everywhere is kind of what happened here. And yeah, just very low leech. Where was the power via structures? Only 11 leech this game for me. The Fakirs and the Giants had tons of leech, and the Stormleads not much. So I mean, this is a pretty impressive Darklings game. I mean, I don't want to like toot my own horn too much, but like starting at 7, only getting 4 points to leech, and then getting 150 points. I mean, I got lucky too, but yeah, like You can't terraform away from your native hex color. Ah, good point, Deranged. So Swarmblades couldn't mess with me at the end. That makes sense. Oh yeah, I need to respond to Mike. Yeah, it is unfortunate that I have to drop here, but it sounds like everybody else gets to go back to 4 players though, so that part's nice. Anyhow, yeah, this was a big win. This was really cool. I'm behind on the chat, but yeah. Um, I'm being a little sassy and silly. Like Lumen hopefully understands it's a good fun. Like I'd love to advance tomorrow, but I'd also love if Lumen can make it. He's a top player and he's had a rough run, so hopefully he can make it. Um, but yeah, the standings will get posted soon. But based on the overall standings, which Mike posts because he's amazing. Here is after round 2 standings. So I'm in 6th place with 13 points. We do crazy have 5 double winners, which is so perfect for me. And then we have a couple of double seconds in Biceco and Rickery. Deranged has a 3rd and 2nd, Pusney a 3rd and 2nd, Hard Diggler has a 3rd and 2nd, Bizzle has a 3rd and 2nd at a different table, and then Moyen and Lumen. Like, there's the problem here is that with 13 points, all of these players 10 through 5, like all these players are a threat to get to 13 points with a win. So I really need these players to just keep winning and to be separated. But I'm not totally sure they get put onto separate tables. I guess I'm gonna peek at what the round 3 pairings are before leaving here. Like I'm not in a huge rush. I have like an hour before I need to leave. But yeah, I can't play this round, which is unfortunate. There's some like yeah, there's kind of like a Pride Festival thing in town, and I really want to go out with a bunch of friends to that. And as much as I love Terra Mystica and Terra Mystica tournaments, and as much as I want to be able to like try to follow up on my third place last year, uh, doing things in real person in real life again is pretty fun. So I'm gonna do that. But I am really sad. This is such a greatly run tournament, and it's very fun and exciting overall. So. I do think tiebreak is percentage of second place. So the upshot is I have a sterling tiebreak. If anybody else gets 13 points, my tiebreak percent of best opponent. Oh yeah, so winning is important, and that it's whatever. It's weird. Big wins matter a lot here too. So like Claybo has two really big wins, and that's like as does Hephaestus. So that actually matters a lot. I've argued with this on them a little. I think really close seconds matter, and it doesn't matter your margin of win. But whatever, that's not how it works. Regardless, um, the fact that I have a win in a second here is pretty good for my tiebreak. Um, and wow, actually, I'm the only person that's I. Wow, this is wild. Actually, everybody's won two to games except I won one, and then nobody else has a win yet. So it really depends on how people get positioned. But I do think all of these players are totally good because I've dropped. So like, is there any way Simon doesn't advance? There would need to be four more people ahead of Simon. So you'd have to have a win, a win, a win, a win, and a win, and then Simon would have to lose all the tie breaks to these other players at 16. It's very unlikely. I guess it technically is possible. Well, no, it's not possible because Simon has to get a point as long as he plays. So actually, yeah, never mind. The five people are already locked into the semis, and they can just do whatever they want. And then realistically, my problem is three people can leapfrog me, and like Bice Goa, Rickery, Deranged, Puznihar, Diggler, Bizzle, Moyen, Lumen, Mike, like all of them are capable of leapfrogging me, to be honest. So probably not gonna make it. But let's just peek at how the draw is. So the draw is fairly spread out, that the double winners are mostly at separate tables. Simon and Hephaestus are at the same table, but if George Shortwell, Claybo, and Patrick just keep doing their thing for me, that would be pretty helpful. So I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. It'd be pretty sweet to make the semis, but it wouldn't be. It's not a big shock if I can't make him, but I would love to be able to keep competing in this tournament. The one thing is not having more games is going to make it hard for me to medal, because it's not just I don't well, or is this one just making the finals? I'd have to check this rule sheet. Seven Wonders did like a mix of the previous rounds. I'm not sure the previous rounds matter here. It might just be we're playing today to determine the tournament field to tomorrow, and then it's like nothing happened. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but it might be. So, um, anyhow, I was really happy to get this win. Thanks, people, for watching and stuff today. Hopefully, it was a good time. It's always a little less exciting to watch these things when you can't really interact with the streamer. But hopefully, there was some good thoughts and stuff still that I was giving, and it was fun to ride the highs and the lows and realize we pulled out like a really good game still. That was tight. That was tough. But Air 2 and Fire 1, just going big econ and then take late stuff. I mean, this late Earth 1 was pretty huge too, right? This is an 8-point favor that I got to take at the end of the game. That's pretty lucky too, right? But happens sometimes. So still got to go Earth 1, Water 1 this game, but got to take a lot of econ up front, which helped propel me to actually get to 15 network. And ultimately, I mean, realistically, while it felt really tense through a lot of the game, I mean, looking at my position at the end of the game here, this is like This is pretty dreamy for Darklings. Like when I start here and here, the dream is to hit 15 network and basically be on these hexes for making late towns and connect on one ship. And I managed to get all that. So I mean, it's a bit of luck that that all worked out. The early sanctuary didn't, but getting to build tons of early dwellings and having some tempo on making it up into the north, maybe that was worth not getting sanctuary anyhow. So whatever. Uh, I'm just blabbing on, and there's not really anything important to say, and I should go start getting ready and walking these dogs and doing other stuff. So anyhow, actually speaking of the dogs, let's do one more while I'm here today. Let's spoil them. Let's get them on camera one last time before we leave. All right. It appears Zelda has learned the routine because she is the one that's right. Well, was close. Loki's now like, hey, I'm the star of this show. But we got our puppy pals. Congrats, guys, we won! Yeah. So yeah, little gratuitous puppy time, and then we'll get. Then I'm gonna head off here. Uh, I think Lumen is still streaming, so actually, let's just now that I say that, I'm actually gonna I'll raid Lumen here. Although I don't know how raiding Lumen works with a stream delay, but that's what we're gonna do.